All right, today we got Morgan again with another first place top, but this time it's...
Branded Invoked Dogmatika.
All right, that's something different this time around, but nonetheless, Morgan, how were your matchups today?
Well, they were pretty good. I didn't get undefeated, but nobody got undefeated today. There were about 50 rounds. 50 players. There were 6 rounds. So I went against Branded Despia, Spellbook Dogmatika, Dynamorphia, Fluanderies, and I forgot one of the others, but I'll bring them up in the other rounds. Yeah, it was pretty smooth. I basically played a bunch of engines today, and it just happened to work out. I got lucky to saw all my, all my one-card starters. And that's just enough to play. So yeah, I can just talk about it when we get onto it.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah. So starting off is the invoke stuff. So we have triple Alistair, triple meltdown, and double invocation. This is pretty straightforward for invoke package. What you'll typically see. Some people will play terraforming, but I don't play Mystic Mine in this deck, mostly because of space. But, this is pretty much what.
Yeah, nonetheless, this invoked engine cycles into each other, so
yeah, pretty consistent enough already. You don't want to see too much starters. For the Dogmatika package, we play 2 Ecclesia, Maximus, Vertilis, 2 Nadir, and 1 Punishment. So I like 2 Ecclesia because it just gives me another way to access either of these 2, and this is an extra body. And Maximus, I know it's kind of sus in this format, but as long as you're not playing against like Branded Despia, it's still really good against, for example, like Punk Synchro, where they don't have many good targets. So yeah, like I remember my other matchup I played today was Salomon Grade. Like I just sent away their Sal links for free too. So. Also pretty standard for Dogmatika line. For the spice, today we're playing the 1 Albaz and the triple Branded Fusion. So I thought we just needed a little bit oomph and power today. So we play this as a 1-card starter. We play this with Shaddoll Beast. So, because the way we set up the combo with Invokes is that we go Alistair normal summon gets us Invocation, and then we go Branded Fusion, make Lubellion by sending Albaz and Beast. So then Lubellion effect will shuffle these both back to make Winda, and afterwards you use the Alistair and the Lubellion fusion into Mechaba. So you end on Mechaba Winda. And it kind of locks you out of like summoning Ecclesia, but you can also alternatively just go into Mirror Jade and set up from there. So that's pretty good. And because we're also playing the Branded package, we can also play this off our Branded Banishment. So this is my tech card of the deck. So you could send off Albion the Branded Dragon from your extra deck off of Maximus. And this card, it's basically just called a Haunted for any fusion. You can set this off in your combo as a last resort card. So like for example, if they send off the Mechaba, you could revive it back, or like an Aguades. Because you set this off of the Albion, and then it just a guaranteed follow up next time. And there's a bigger spice I'll show off. So the Schism. We're also playing DP stuff. We're just trying to draw as many like powerful 1-up cards in this deck. So I feel like this card's not terrible. You want to force them into a simplified game state where you eat as much other hand traps as possible. If all your other cards just don't go off, you just have this set up. And DP is still a pain to get through. They have it can just auto win, and you just draw everything back with your Celestial. It's insane. So that's it for most of the engines. The hand traps, we're playing triple Ash, double Veiler, double Crow, and double Droll and Lockbird, and double Imperm. So this is just to fit everything in the list. I was playing a 3rd Veiler because I felt like sometimes we just need like a light target in the graveyard to pitch sometimes for the Aquan effect or the Lubellion. But I feel like these were just more efficient hand traps, especially Droll and Lockbird. Because I remember I also played against Punk Synchro today, and this card would just pretty much shut off their turn, especially with Wanderers. And Imperm is Imperm, but I had to cut off one just for the space. It's about 11 hand traps, I believe, so I felt like that was pretty good enough. But the reason why I played these specific hand traps was that we were also playing the 2 crossfire designator, because we don't want our whole deck to lose to single hand trap and just pass turn. But sometimes we just only have one of the engine pieces, and then if it doesn't go off, then we just lose. So this is just insurance policy, basically. And the final card in the deck is the heavy.
Harpy's Feather.
Harpy's Feather. I was gonna say Heavy Storm for a second, but it might as well be Heavy Storm. This card is so clutch, like main deck. The main deck does because we respect Mystic Mine in the main deck, and we don't want to lose to that. But also, it's not that bad going second because I feel like every deck of this format has some kind of setting involved. And then getting rid of this clears out, for example, hypothetically, Sorto Blackout. I did this against the Branded Despia player. They had to they're forced to use the Branded in red, and then I wasn't able to go off from there. Like I didn't have to worry about like a Chimera during my combo, so it was pretty good. I played it over a Call by the Grave or Triple Tactics talent, but I just want to keep it at even 40 cards.
Oh, that's all 40 cards?
That's all 40 cards, exactly, yeah. I managed to fit everything in there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So on to the extra deck. Almirage, Gardna for the Invoke combo. We do this so we can set a Maximus. We could go Artemis, but again, we need the extra card to banish the Maximus summon. Only 2 Shaddolls, Ablo and a Winda. You send this off the Maximus or the Nadir Servant, and this is what you summon, just insta-win going first. I didn't have room for Construct in here, unfortunately, but so you just have to sacrifice an extra card.
Nonetheless, it worked out.
It still worked out anyway. Invoked, you have Double Mech, Purg, and Algoades, and finally, Invoked Elysium. So, like Mechaba is Mechaba. It's pretty much hard to get over. Purgatrio just pushes for game. Algoades just helps clean up the board during late game pushing because it's beat Giant. Also helps us beat big towers, but Elysium I put in here because we also play Script Poly. So in case anything comes up, I can Script Poly away my Mechaba, or because I also play Branded Banishment, I can banish. I can special summon my Mechaba that they out, in case they ever destroy it, or like a DP, and then if I use the invoked material, I can just banish any special summon monster from the extra deck and just make this card. So yeah, this card was insane. Like I managed to trade with Mirror Jade, and then I just went for lethal from there. That
sounds good.
Pretty damn good. But that was our just one in super poly target. Branded stuff, Titaniclad for the Dogmatikas, Albion for the Branded Banishment, and Search Branded Fusion when needed. Mirror Jade and Lubellion for the setup. Stuff you typically send off the Branded. We got the DP because it's DP. And Entis for the Deer Serpent. Yeah. There are other flex spots I could have thought of, like playing Dragostapelia, for example, or Construct, but I just didn't have too much space. So it is what it is. And for the side deck, really quick, we play triple Nibiru, because we don't...
Two Nibiru.
Two Nibiru. I don't want to go overboard on hand traps in this deck, even though you can. I just want to see more engine, so I figured 11 was consistent enough. But we didn't want to main deck this potentially against like Branded Despia or Fluanderies. We still keep it in the side deck, just to pair with our other hand traps, in case the matchup comes up.
Understandable.
Yeah. We play the one aerial, so in case we do go first against the Branded Despia matchups, getting rid of their cards they send off our Maximus is still important, because they think, oh, we can get free value off the Albion or Titaniclad, but we send us all the Applin, like, nope. So taking this from my fellow teammate's profile, his brother Dogmatika, yeah, shout outs to Javi for always being a good sport. Yeah. You play the double Super Poly in case for the mirror match or just any deck that just has lights and darks that can just fusion away. Works with my Elysium, pretty good card. It also hypothetically outs the Dynamorphia matchup that I played. I just fusion away his Rex turn, and he just couldn't play. So, and we have double droplets because it synergizes with just getting rid of the Meltdown and Alistair, get free value. Because I was thinking about playing Dark Ruler no more, but I feel like this is more. It helps bait more. And for other back row removal, I'll play triple Cosmic Cyclone. Twin Twister will be considered, but the 1-for-1 value is fine. There are still good cards to banish, like Slife is still apparent, but I didn't want to lose an extra card in my hand with a twin. This is still fine. We can banish the materials. And finally, the trap cards. We have the instant win triple Chisiboo. So I have auto 1 against Fluandries, like or any deck, for example, like Branded Invoked.
This card's so cool.
Again, we don't want to lose to just being cheesed out by Branded Invoked. We play the Dimensional Barrier for the Crosslet Designator, as well as the Red Reboot. Also fuck Crosslet Designator and back row matchups. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So 40 cards, managed to get it work. I didn't anticipate it, going too far today, but somehow I did. Yeah. So shout outs to all my boys here at Dream Wizards, my Ghost Corp team. So thanks for having me again. It's back-to-back locals from my Snavalon. I'm just playing whatever at this point. So having fun.
And nonetheless, I'm glad you did have fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like my content, please check out for more. All right, see you then.